Okay, so first I'll start with mitosis and go over the phases and the role that it plays. Mitosis is the process of nuclear division in eukaryotic cells. It occurs when a parent cell divides itself into two identical daughter cells. So it's divided up into 5 stages. It starts generally 5 stages, just to kind of like sum it up a little bit. Because with interphase, which includes the centrosome and the chromosome, from there DNA is copied and brings us to the second phase, prophase, where where chromosomes pair up. From this stage, we go over to metaphase, where the chromosomes line up, and there is a mitotic spindle from that point, bringing us to anaphase, where the sister chromatids are pulled apart. Then we go to telophase in cytokinesis, where the cell pinches in the middle, and from there 2 identical daughter cells are formed. So this plays an important role in two different ways. So in unicellular organisms such as bacteria, mitosis is a type of asexual reproduction, and it makes these identical copies of a single cell. And then in multicellular organisms, mitosis produces more cells for growth and repair. So that is mitosis. Moving on to meiosis. I'm going down. I'll show you the little references I use. Meiosis is a process in which a single cell divides twice to produce 4 cells containing half the amount of genetic information. So in our case as humans, these cells are our sex cells, sperm and male, and then eggs and females. So during this meiosis, one cell divides twice to form those daughter cells. And then this type of, let me find my little reference thing. So the stages of meiosis, there's more. It's just like a little bit different of a process. You start with prophase 1, and then it goes to metaphase 1, anaphase 1, then telophase 1, and then we're in this like another set of stages, which is prophase 2 to metaphase 2, anaphase 2 to telophase 2. And then just kind of like and go a little bit deeper into that. So prophase 2, a new spindle forms around the chromosomes. Metaphase 2 chromosomes light up at the equator. Anaphase 2, the centromeres, they divide, and the chromatids move to the opposite poles of the cells. And then in telophase 2, in cytokinesis, a nuclear envelope forms around each set of chromosomes, and then the cytoplasm divides. So that just gives you the rundown, and I'll attach the little diagram in the comments as well. And then comparing the two, even though they're doing very similar things, they're not the same. Mitosis, there's the 4 stages plus the interphase, so it brings it to 5 stages, like I mentioned earlier, whereas meiosis has 8 stages in total, and then plus interphase. So it has the 8 that I mentioned and full circle, and then I delved into a little bit more detail. Mitosis happens in somatic cells, and meiosis happens in germ cells. For mitosis, the purpose is for cellular proliferation, and in meiosis, it's sexual reproduction, like I mentioned how it applies to us. Mitosis produces 2 diploid daughter cells, whereas the meiosis produces 4 haploid daughter cells. So this one's a direct split, and then this one includes the 4. And then mitosis, the chromosome number remains the same between the 2 cells, whereas meiosis, chromosome number is halved in each daughter cell, so it actually receives half of it. So, I mean, it makes sense as far as, like genetically speaking, or knowing how we are. It's halved, so you get the different genetic material from the 2. And then mitosis, the genetic variation doesn't change, and like we said, like I just referenced, in meiosis, the genetic variation increases. They are the same, however, because they produce new cells. They have similar basic steps that can be broken down into those stages that we can reference and compare. And then they both also start with 1 single parent cell. So that kind of gives you a better idea, of the 2, and then also kind of brings them together to pinpoint some of their similarities. And then I will attach some diagrams that I referenced as well in the speech. Thank you.